So the way you start to build this is you'll see there's an intro page. On the intro page, it's going through what this workbook is about, what it's designed to do, etc. And you'll see there's tabs along the bottom, and each one of them are numbered as a grouping of exercises. So here we have one value start. And then you also have one values list, prioritization, and one values why. These are grouped together as one set of exercises for you to define what your values are and why they matter. So if we start with values, on this page, there's always going to be a set of instructions up at the top that will really help you guide you. Why are you doing this? Right. And then the exercises are meant to help walk you through. Now, if we take this values exercise, this is a really important exercise. And I often recommend that this is the first one that you do. A lot of us, I think, assume we know what we value and who we are, but until we have to write it down, until we prioritize what those things are, until we explain the why, it's often hard. So this exercise is set up to really allow you to think for a few minutes, go through the values list. So it says, set a timer for 5 minutes, go through the values list. Here it is down here, the set of values. So you set the timer, you pick 10 of them, 20 of them, 30 of them, whatever the numbers are that you want, and you add them in here. Okay, so just type them up, add them to that list. Then it suggests that you should pare it down. Really get it down to your top 10. Okay, some of these words are going to mean similar things, they might mean different. It doesn't matter. And by the way, you want to make up your own words? That is absolutely okay. You'll see in my example, I have MTXE. That's not on the list, but that's something that's important to me. So I've added in there. So this is a flat list. Now, the next tool, which is really powerful and is not only valuable for the values exercise, but also if you have any other things you want to prioritize, whether it's work assignments, whether it's strategy items, whether it's a vacation that you want to go on. This is just a powerful tool to use for that. So as you write everything down and put it in this list here, and by the way, anything that's in green means that's where you should be entering your data. Those values automatically populate into this spreadsheet in this tab, the prioritization. So you see family, MTXE, anything's possible, and then it mixes it up because what we're going to do here is we're going to actually compare family to MTXE, which was my number 2. And then we're going to compare family to anything is possible, and then family to optimism. Your role here is just to compare those two items. In this case, it's which one feels more authentic, which one feels more like you. And then you just select the number. So is it family, which is number 1, or MTXE, number 2? So I said family is more important than MTXE. So I put a number 1. And I continue to go through this for all 10 of my values. And you're comparing, value 1 with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then value 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you go through that entire exercise. And if you use these tabs here, this allows you, this is your initial list, what the order was. And you can see it calculated how many times you picked 1, how many times you picked number 5, which is hard work. And if you use this down arrow right here and you sort from largest to smallest, now you can see which one is really your most important value. And for me, that actually turned out to be focus. I thought it was going to be family. But until I compared focus to everything else, I realized, wow, that's the most critical to me. So that's the exercise here. When you sort it in that ranking, it will bring those values back and place them in order here that you put. And then it's picking the top 3. So focus, curiosity, and family based on this exercise that I did. Well, those are going to now populate into the why. Family, curiosity, focus, curiosity, and family. Now the next part of the exercise is to do more reflection on why. What's the story of the moment that really helped shape this value? Why is it important? How has it influenced you and your goals? You may find out as you go through this exercise and you go back to some of your values, wow, some of these should have been merged. And maybe I can use 2 or 3 words together, because when I bring that together, that's really the story I want to tell. That's what's the reason why I show up. Whether it's if money is one of the most important things, or security, might be that you had scarcity growing up. So you're trying to understand, why do you value this, so you can share it with others. And that helps people understand if there's triggers, what's going to motivate you most. And you're really looking to give clues to other people to understand your why. Why do you show up, and how does that impact how you make decisions? Okay, so this is the full exercise of doing the values. Now, once you're done with this and your why and your impact, you're going to put this onto the E3 leadership profile, the summary tab, right? Because now this is what you're going to share with others. Okay, so values are done.